What it is, it's your boy Dutch the Damon, and you now watching Damon Time with Dutch. On today's episode of Street Stories Uncut, we over East Baltimore up that hill with it, man, in the real trenches. Now, this situation took place many moons ago. I was over East Baltimore in that real ghetto. But before I hop off in the storytelling mode, we gonna go ahead off and send the shout outs for the people that been supporting the channel through Cash App. First up on the list, we got the brother KS. Now, this brother a loyal supporter. This brother always making this business to support the channel, man. Appreciate you, brother. KS. Next up on the list, we got the brother Young Swift. This brother a loyal supporter as well. Sent his hard-earned money in to support the channel through Cash App. Appreciate you, brother Young Swift. Next up on the list, we got the good brother Marquise. This brother a loyal supporter. He don't just watch, he support. Appreciate you, brother Marquise. Last but not least, one of my most loyal supporters, Robert Moore. Can't appreciate you enough, brother. Hard-earned money again. Appreciate you, brother Robert Moore. Now that we got that out the way, let's get it. Yeah, man, so when I was younger, right before I went to prison, a little bit before I went to prison, I had developed a routine. This was an everyday thing for me. Wake up in the morning, early in the morning, jump in the shower, get fresh, eat some breakfast, smoke a blunt, hit the block and try to get off the cane I had. And at that time, I had some grass too, from a situation where I had to pull a kick door. Came up on a couple pounds. So I was bumping grass and cane at the time. But anyway, I would come out every morning and sell all I could sell. I'd go get a chicken box like 1:30, but I really wasn't taking a break because I eat that on the block. And I'd keep bipping all the way till like 8 o'clock that night. And I'd take it on in, change my clothes, jump in all black, grab my 2 pipes, call my homeboy. He come scoop me in the Grand Marquise, the box Marquise, and we go into town for the night. We used to go on real live jacking sprees all through the city, hopping out on whoever until we get a certain amount of money, then we go ahead and take it in. Shit, in a good night, we might have 5 victims that night. Not just no street robberies, neither kick doors, all that. And I'm talking about we was doing this every night religiously. And this is how I kept money back in the day. Trap during the day, jack at night. And it was working good for me. It was going good. Until we fucked around and barked up the wrong tree. Man, my homeboy said he had a plate for us. So I'm all ears. He get to telling me like, yeah, man, it's over East Baltimore. Niggas got a car wash and he got a bar. Shorty charged up. That shit just a front. Shorty the brick man on the cane. Really holding on the low. He was telling me like a lot of niggas don't know about Shorty, but he keep a low profile. He play the low profile game. Now, one thing you got to know about Baltimore City, it's full of wolves in sheep clothing. And if you getting some money, you better have a mean crew. Cause there was little cliques in the city that just went around preying on drug dealers, preying on niggas, stinging them. And we was one of them cliques. When he scooped me up, I'm thinking we was getting ready to go over west, take care of something that we was already talking about the night before. But he jumped on the highway, get to telling me where Slim stay out, Glen Burnie, Ritchie Highway, out that way. So I'm like, oh, he ducked off, huh? That's like rural, that's like county, country and all that. My homeboy was telling me like, yeah, he do his dirt in the city and he come slide out here and niggas don't really know about him. So I asked my man, I'm like, how the fuck you know where he live at? That's when he told me, like, yeah, he used to fuck with one of his cousins, one of his female cousins. She went on here, gave him the low. I'm like, oh, all right. But anyway, we took that long ass ride out there. Once we get out there, it's like Pasadena, Maryland, out Ritchie Highway, out that way. We pull up on this block. This nigga had a big ass house out that bitch. 2 Range Rovers in the driveway, 1 red, 1 black, little sport joints. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, shorty, you getting it. So he get to telling me like, yo, they his girl trucks. That nigga be riding around in the Honda playing it low key. So he like, all we gotta do is sit out here, wait for him to pull in, catch him slipping on the way in the house. Bingo. So I'm like, all right, that sounds easy. And he get to telling me like, yeah, both trucks right there, 9 times out of 10, his girl already in the house because he don't really take her in the city when he be on business. She mainly run around out here in this area. I'm like, all right, that's smart for real. So we sitting in the car, like a block down the street from his house. My man had tents on the marquee, so we laid back in the seat smoking a big one, making a little small talk until we wait for the nigga to pull up for real. Man, this no bullshit. We sat out that bitch till 1 o'clock in the morning. To the point one of us had to stay woke while the other one get a little rest like we some fucking police on a stakeout or some type shit. Shit, now I know how them boys be feeling when they be on a nigga ass. But anyway, like 1:15, this nigga pulls up in a silver Honda, 2-pipe joint. He get to pulling in behind the red Range Rover in the garage. Well, I mean the driveway. So when he pulled in, I wake my homeboy up like, yo. He wake up, hey, nigga, go right there. So we looking from the car, looking and shit. As soon as he cut the car off, he pulled the ski masks down on our face, hop out the whip. He had a 9, I had that 357, Big Betsy. They was both mine, I let him hold one of them. Now, like I said, we was a little bit down the street, so he was oblivious. You see the car door open, we start creeping up behind the bushes. It was like a row of bushes and shit. We tiptoeing up the row of bushes. And we stay crouched down beside the last bush. Then when we heard him close the car door, we come running up behind him with them pipes out. We both put them bitches to him like, don't fucking move. But when my homeboy talking, he trying to disguise his voice and shit. He talking like, don't move, don't move, don't move. So now I'm thinking like, this nigga done been around this nigga to the point where he thinking he might recognize his voice. The nigga like, yo, what the fuck y'all doing, yo? Got his hands up like, yo, I ain't got nothing, yo. Homeboy grabbed him by his shirt, push him to the front door, like, open the door. Only thing he keeps saying, like, yo, don't shoot me, yo, come on, yo. Like, I don't know who sent y'all, yo. But y'all ain't gotta do it like this, yo. The whole time he talking, I'm looking at him and he's starting to look more familiar and familiar, right? Then that shit came to me like, yo, I went to school with this nigga. But we got the ski masks on. But I can see his face clear as day. He begging and pleading and shit. But when we was younger, we was cool. Slim used to be cool as shit with me for real, when we was younger. But anyway, my man get to asking him like, who in here, who in the house? Once he opened the door and shit, he walked through the threshold. He was like, man, my girl upstairs, she probably sleeping. And it was 1 o'clock in the morning, so we knew he wasn't lying. But the nigga just kept saying, like, please don't shoot, yo. Don't shoot me, yo. So I tell him, like, listen, man, give us the money and the shit, and we ain't gonna harm nobody in this house. But if we don't get what we came for, it won't be a heartbeat or a pulse left in this motherfucker when we leave. When I said that, that seemed to get his mind right. That seemed to get his focus all the way together. He like, look, yo, my girl upstairs sleep. He like, I got some money upstairs, but it's in the room where my girl at. He like, man, all I'm asking, man, y'all just don't hurt nobody, man. I give you the money. I'm like, where the shit at, though? You talking about money, where the shit at? You want that shit, too? He's like, yo, I swear I don't got nothing right now, yo. It's all given out already, yo. But we ain't had time to sit there and argue with the nigga. Like, man, wait, all right, take us to the money. My man put the joint to his back, hold the back of his shirt, and walk up the steps. I'm behind them. He creeping up the steps. He makes his way down the hallway to the front room by the bathroom. That's where his girl was sleeping, the master bathroom. He go in his room, open up the door. She laid in the bed, sleep. As soon as we open the door and walk in, she get to stirring around, waking up. She like, babe, that's you? Then when she opened her eyes, he jumped up against the headboard, like, what the fuck y'all doing? What the fuck? Fuck out my house. Threw the joint in her face, told her, shut the fuck up. He telling this girl, babe, be cool, be cool, be cool. I got this, be cool. He does looking like, I get to rummaging through the drawers, looking for shit, looking around. My man tell him, like, all right, go ahead, take me to the shit. He just walked through the closet, grabbed a little book bag. Now, to make a long story short, I checked the whole room, looked up under the bed, looked under everything, man. That was really all he had in that room. We wasn't about to sit there and check the whole house, so we got that motherfucking bag, duct taped their ass up, and got up out of there like a thief in the night, right? 2 weeks later, I'm in the house washing dishes, cleaning the kitchen for real. Now, me and my homeboy got 15,000 off that mission, 15 grand in the book bag. We bust that bitch down the middle. My man went and bought him another little whip for real. I wasn't really on the driving tip like that back then. I did the dumb goofy shit when it got fresh as a motherfucker. I was still a teenager back then though, so that's what I was into. But anyway, I'm feeling good. I had a couple of hours, saved up, feeling good. Well, like I say, I was in the kitchen cleaning up, right? Then my big cousin, he come in the house. Now, when we lived on Patterson Park over East Baltimore, he was our landlord. He owned the house. We was renting from him. So he would pop in every so often, fix something in the house or something like that, but big cuz would come through. Holler at me, you know what I mean? He was my big cousin. He one of the niggas I looked up to, who I wanted to be like growing up. Cuz was getting a lot of money back in the day, man. He was bumping the cane all up the hill over East Baltimore. Had niggas working for him. But he also had real estate, also houses and stuff like that, right? Investing his money. So one of those houses was our house. But anyway, he come in the house, he seemed upset and shit, right? Because you had to come in the kitchen to get to my basement. The basement was in the kitchen for real, the basement door. He was fixing a pipe or something in the basement. But when he came in the kitchen, he like, what's up, little cuz? But I could hear it in his voice and see it in his face like he was upset about something. So I'm like, what it is, cuz, you all right? He like, nah, yo. He like, nah, yo, I've been looking for motherfuckers, yo. So I'm like, oh yeah, fuck happened? He like, man, niggas got us. Like, man, I lost 15 grand, man. He's shaking his head like, tell him, cuz. So I'm like, 15? He like, yeah, yo, niggas robbed one of my spots. I had my little man in the spot. Niggas ran up in the spot, got him for 15. I'm like, for real? Soon he said that I already knew. Now I'm knowing I done fucked up. Because, like, man, put the word out there for me, cuz. He like, I got 5,000 for anybody that can give me some information about who did that, man. He like, man, I'm gonna get them niggas crushed. He like, it's the first time something like that ever happened to me. I'm looking at disbelief, like, that's some bullshit. So I'm like, all right, cuz, I'm gonna put the word out there. Got you. Now I'm thinking, like, man, this nigga bet not told nobody about this shit. My man, my homeboy for real.